Introducing anarchy. Upset the established order. Everything becomes chaos.
Hello, guys, and welcome to a quick episode of Real Talk. This is your boy Ben from RealAnarchy.com and the Real in Motion podcast. And today we're gonna talk something real quick. It's something that we we kind of heard the rumblings about. Christopher McQuarrie being attached to a Green Lantern movie, and also since he was shooting the Mission Impossible movie with Henry Cavill. uh, he There was always speculation and talks about direct Superman movie, but it was never. It was always a vague thing. But today we got some confirmation. Today he actually took onto Twitter user Arion Black. He asked a question. What about your? He was talking about something totally trivial about other movies or other projects. And this Twitter user actually went out the way to ask him a couple of questions, which is usually the norm. There's nothing wrong about that. You want to know as much as possible about IPs that you're interested in. And he asked, "What about your attachment to the Green Lantern? Is it BS or is it too complicated? Is it too complicated to explain?" His answer was too complicated to explain. It tied into the Superman movie that Cavill and I were proposing. No takers. So apparently the studio didn't like the idea or just passed on the whole idea. The studio never cared for the original idea because from what I'm reading is that he wanted to connect to the existing Man of Steel movie, being that it was Henry that was gonna be attached to it, and at the same time he wanted to create something original. They prefer to fix what's broken, which is pretty much it's their way to course correct whatever is already established with the Snyderverse, and which is, to me, it feels like, even though probably you guys are not gonna like to hear this, but it seems more and more possible that Justice League was the last time we saw Henry as the Man of Steel, because it feels like he was gonna give a fresh idea, a fresh take on the character with the same Superman, and have a couple of probably reference points, not to completely detach itself from the movie, and I don't think the studio liked the idea. And going down further, let me see. That was another user, Superman 0621. That's the username. I'm shouting you out. Okay. Please help me understand this, Chris. Am I understanding that you were all in on Man of Steel 2 and Henry Cavill and WB said no? May I ask how long ago was that? And if WB came back to you, if WB came back to you, will you reconsider? They never say no. That's Christopher's answer. They never say no. They just never moved on it. It was just before Fallout. That's his last Mission Impossible movie. Before Fallout was released. And no, I would not consider there's too many things I want to do now. So there goes the chance of having McQuarrie being involved on DC property. But hey, listen, you never know. Maybe after he's done with his with whatever he's already got lined up, it might be possible that he comes back and do something. We never know. One of the things that people are saying there is that with J.J. Abrams being involved, now probably we're gonna get him also in there, but I don't know. And one of the users actually went straight for the juggler and asked him. The user is Ohio Dave. That's Dave with two E's at the end. Would it have it tied in into the Man of Steel at all? And Christopher actually confirmed it. He said it certainly could have. Well, could have. Well, that's not a confirmation. It could have. That could have. Should have. That's not very. It's not indicative that it would tie in directly to that movie. So you never know. Another thing is that the Arian Black asked again. I guess a follow-up question was, thank you for replying, but may I ask you how far along were you with the idea? Like, did you get to write anything, or have some sort of story in place? And McQuarrie said Green Lantern was a written proposal, so that was part. That was a pitch. That was more. That was a well, no. The written proposal, and Superman was a pitch. I guess he pitched for Superman, but I guess he vaguely gave the idea that he was also interested in Green Lantern. We don't know. You know what? We're gonna keep this watching this, and as more news develop, we're gonna discuss it a little bit even further. We're gonna dig into this a little bit further and discuss it even more on our weekly podcast. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and hit that bell below, so that way you get notified when we upload that next episode. Well, not the episode that we recorded yesterday, but the next week's episode. Okay, guys. So make sure to follow me also on the handle below, Mr_Everts, and follow the mother page, Real Anarchy. We on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All right, guys. Until next time, peace.
Introduce a little anarchy.